Okay, so we all think about keeping ourselves clean on the outside, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder how our bodies stay clean on the inside? And I'm not talking about our organs. I mean way, way smaller. Today, we're going to dive deep into the microscopic world of our cells to meet their incredible built-in cleanup crew.
And think about it, right? Your body has trillions of cells, and every single one is like its own little bustling city. It's constantly working, producing, and, well, making trash. So where does all that junk go? Is there some tiny garbage truck that comes around? Well, kinda. And it's honestly one of the coolest, most elegant systems in all of biology.
So, let's get introduced to this cellular cleanup crew. We're talking about a super sophisticated system that's on the job 24/7, keeping every single cell neat and tidy. And at the very heart of this operation, you've got the main processing facility.
All right, first up on our tour, the lysosome. This is the tiny but mighty organelle that's basically the cell's very own dedicated recycling plant.
So what is a lysosome? Well, picture a small bag, just packed with powerful digestive enzymes. It's basically the cell's stomach. Its whole job is to break down anything the cell doesn't need anymore. We're talking worn-out parts, invading bacteria, you name it, the lysosome can handle it.
And get this, the name itself is a total giveaway. It comes from the Greek lyso, which means dissolving, and some, which means body. So it's literally the dissolving body. How perfect is that? I mean, that's a spot-on name for a cellular recycling plant.
And don't let their size fool you. These things are seriously powerful. Each one is loaded with over 50 different kinds of digestive enzymes. That's like a highly specialized toolkit, right? Each enzyme is designed to break down something specific. Proteins, fats, sugars, the whole shebang, all happening inside this carefully controlled, acidic little bubble.
So, if we were to list out its job description, what would be on it? Well, number one is digestion. It's that cellular stomach we talked about. Number two is recycling, turning all that waste into useful building blocks the cell can use again. And number three, it's even part of the security team, helping our immune cells take out any nasty invaders.
Okay, but with all that crazy digestive power packed into one tiny space, you've got to wonder, what's the safety feature? And you'd be right to ask, it's absolutely crucial. The lysosome is wrapped in a really strong membrane that keeps all those enzymes locked up tight. Because if they ever leaked out, they'd literally digest the entire cell from the inside out. It's just a brilliant, brilliant piece of natural engineering.
All right, so we've got our recycling plant, the lysosome. But that raises a big question. How does the trash even get there? This is where the second hero of our story comes in, the process that's actually out there collecting all the junk.
And that process is called autophagy. The name, again, tells you everything. It's Greek for self-eating. I know, it sounds a little weird, but it's exactly what it is. It's the cell literally eating parts of itself. Think of it like a massive spring cleaning, where the cell goes around, finds junk, and bags it all up to be thrown out.
And this isn't just some minor biological function, by the way. The science here is a huge deal. I mean, lysosomes were discovered back in the 50s, and the process of autophagy was first described in the 60s. But it wasn't until 2016 that the scientist who figured out the mechanisms behind it, Yoshinori Ohsumi, won the Nobel Prize. That's how important this cellular cleanup system really is.
So how does this whole self-eating thing actually work? Well, it's a four-step dance. First, something has to kick it off. A stress signal, like the cell is low on nutrients or has some damage. Then, step two. A special double membrane starts to form a bubble around the junk, kind of like a trash bag. This little package is called an autophagosome. Step 3. This trash bag floats over and merges with a lysosome. And finally, step 4. The lysosome releases its enzymes, digests everything inside, and spits out raw materials that the cell can reuse. It's brilliant.
Okay, so you're probably putting the pieces together now, right? The lysosome and autophagy, they're not two different things. They're partners in crime. They are two absolutely essential parts of one single powerful system.
And it's a perfect division of labor. Think about it this way. Autophagy is the garbage collector. It's the process that's out there on the streets, actively gathering up the junk and putting it in the bag. The lysosome? That's the recycling facility. It's the final destination, the place with all the heavy machinery needed to actually process all that waste.
And here's the bottom line. One cannot work without the other. They are completely dependent on each other. Autophagy can collect all the trash it wants, but without the lysosome to break it down, it's just a garbage bag with nowhere to go. They have to work together. It's a team effort, all the way. Okay, so this is all super cool microscopic biology, but so what? Why does any of this matter to you? What does it mean for your actual health in your daily life? Let's talk about why you should absolutely care about this tiny cleanup crew.
Oh, it matters a lot. This system is fundamental to so many things. It's a huge part of longevity, keeping your cells feeling young by clearing out the junk. It's essential for your immune system. It's what helps your muscles repair themselves after a good workout. You know how people talk about the benefits of fasting? Well, this is the process that gets kicked into high gear. And maybe the biggest one of all, it helps prevent terrible diseases by getting rid of faulty parts before they cause a major problem.
And on the flip side, when this system breaks down, the results can be devastating. Take Alzheimer's disease, for example. One of the hallmarks of that disease is the buildup of these toxic clumps of protein in the brain. Well, a big reason they build up is that this cellular cleanup crew isn't doing its job properly. It just goes to show how critical this constant daily maintenance really is.
So really, it all boils down to this. Together, these two, the lysosome and autophagy, are the unsung heroes of our biology. They work around the clock to keep our cells healthy, which in turn helps slow down aging and fight off disease. It's that simple and that powerful.
And that leaves us with a really exciting question for the future, doesn't it? We're just now starting to figure out how we can influence this system, how we can support it, and maybe even boost it. So as we learn more, you have to wonder, could mastering our own cellular cleanup crew be the key to unlocking the future of human health and longevity? It's a question scientists are racing to answer, and honestly, the possibilities are absolutely mind-blowing.